So, thus begins my road trip adventure with my 2013 Corvette Grand Sport. I call him Dark Knight, and going to, among a few things, visit family and whatnot. I'm driving this car for the first time on a long road trip to North Carolina. Supposed to have some sort of a 30-year high school reunion. That's probably not going to happen. Reuniting with some old friends and some coworkers. 20th anniversary of my college graduation, so I'm going to NC State campus. No reunion, formal reunion type events, but I am going, and hopefully these Nankang CR1 race tires make the trip fine, and the car too. Famous last words, it's generally been pretty reliable, but time will tell. And yeah, 1,500 miles. Oh, I'm going to Danville. The primary part of this trip is I'm going to Danville, Virginia, where I started autocrossing, and the reason that I'm running on these Nankangs is I'm going up there to say farewell to that autocross site, as it's the first place I started autocrossing, and they are losing the site, so I'm going to do 2 events, Triad and Tar Heel, and should be fun. And those Nankangs are at least brand new, but we'll see. I've never driven on them before, so hopefully they're okay. See, the weather is definitely not ideal for a road trip on race competition tires, but wish me luck. Hope all goes well. First stop tonight should be St. Augustine, Florida, so check you later. So here I am in front of the visitor center at St. Augustine, Florida, the proposed oldest city in America, which I think they use the term loosely, but it's all good. This is the first stop on my trip. It is a very pretty place, I'll put it that way. We got a little cemetery here. I mean, they call it a city, but it was barely a city, founded in 1565 apparently. It was more of a little colony, but I think there were colonies elsewhere in the US at the time, but whatever. It's a pretty cool place. I've lived in Florida for 9 years almost, and it's my first time visiting here. Since I'm on a road trip to Nord-du-Cackalac for various purposes, probably not going to spend a whole lot of time. There's the fort over there. We could definitely spend a couple of days here, and maybe one of these weekends I'll see the fort. Cool. So maybe one of these weekends I will book a trip specifically for this place. So I can dedicate some time to it. I need to get back on the road. I unfortunately have got a bit of a gas smell in my car, which is not exactly ideal for a long road trip. Did a little Googling on it last night. Of course, this just manifests right when I'm about to leave on my first long road trip in the Corvette, but did a little Googling on it last night, and odds are that I probably have a crack in the top of the fuel sending unit. Joy. But I've got a gas cap at Advance Auto, local Advance Auto. They had in stock. I'm going to give that a try. Cross my fingers and hope that fixes it. Wish me luck, folks. Soon shall be headed to North Cackalac, I think. I thought about splitting the dirt trip up even more and going to Charleston or something tonight, but I think I'm gonna try to make the trip. We'll see how my back feels after another 3 or 4 hours on the road, see how my gas smell situation's going. But check you later. Well, made it to South Cackalack. Had a little drama at the gas station in Jacksonville, Florida, getting my filling my tank. My key fob has been malfunctioning. I knew that. I tried to put a new battery in to see if that would fix it. It did not fix it, and so it's not recognizing the key fob, and the auto lock feature is on in the car. And not anymore, I've turned it off now, but I get out of the car, I leave the key fob in the car because I have to pull it out of my pocket to put it on the thing to turn the car off and on. Put it right on the start button to be recognized, and put it in the cup holder. Get out of the car to start pumping gas, and the door shuts. And the door's automatically locked, and because it's not, you know, auto locking, it's not supposed to lock with the key and the fob in the car, but it doesn't recognize the key and fob is in the car. And it also doesn't recognize the fob is in the car, so I won't unlock it. And I only have one fob with me, of course. And so I am sitting there. The only thing that could have made that worse is if the engine was running. And it was not, thankfully. But so I had to call AAA. They had to unlock the car, but it got done under an hour. So that's delayed things a bit, but back on the road and things are going smooth. The old Corvette. Anyways, I can't get it in the frame. There we are. But we're halfway there now, and hopefully I'll be in Mom's house in 4 more hours. We'll see. Oh, I forgot to mention that after filling up, the only positive I can say came out of that, well, we're getting a full tank of gas, is I'm not smelling gas anymore. So I'm sure that'll change now as soon as I get back in and start it up again, but I wasn't smelling any gas. I didn't smell any gas since the last time I filled it up. I have no idea why, but we'll see if that keeps up. Hopefully it does. Wish me luck. Well, I made it to Danville for the Tar Heel autocross event. This is the place that I started this silly sport, activity, whichever you like to call it, almost 25 years ago. It'll be 24 years this year, so not counting 2020, which is a bust. This would be 25th annual event here. So yeah, good to make it. The car doesn't seem to be having the troubles. It ran fine, no more gas smell, so whatever, I don't know what that was, but thankfully it seems to have resolved itself. Hopefully it continues to until at least I get back to Florida. But yeah, I did pretty well. Had the FTD until of course Rob Keener in a Honda had to come along and change that, but them's the brakes, as they say. So anyways, this is stage 1 of my potential farewell to Danville. Not sure that they'll be able to use it next year, hopefully, but it's not looking real good. But that's that. Catch you later.